Well, speaking of the flyweights, who's next for DJ? What guys are coming down the pipe to face him?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sitting right here tonight. I don't know.
You don't see any number one contender matches coming up or anything?
Joe Silva, I'm sure he has 50. Yes.
Dana, speaking about Mexico, I don't want to push the button, but is there something in the works with Russia? Or
yes.
You don't touch this territory quite yet?
Yes. No, yeah, we're working on Russia right now.
Would you say this year, next year? Any information you can unveil?
Yeah. I would say this year. How
about Mexico? This year as well, or?
Yeah, we're working on Mexico. In Mexico, we're deep into Mexico already. We've been working on that for a long time. Like I said, it's not coming along as fast as we thought it would, but it's gonna. When it hits, it's gonna hit.
Could this be a situation where it becomes like tough Russia and tough Mexico, just like we've had the tough smashes?
No, I think what we'll do first, I think what's going to happen in Russia is we'll put on a live event there first. We'll do a live event in Russia, and then just like every other market that we've done, you do the live event, it explodes, which it's already. I mean, mixed martial arts is big over there. Sambo is big over there. And then we'll see where the market goes from there.
Would you try to convince a famous Russian fighter to fight on that card?
He's not going to fight. He's not going to fight.
Did you ask?
I told you guys that story already. We were in deep talks with him. We were that close to signing him.
What, you back in the day? Or recently?
No, recently. Right before his dad died.
Who are we talking about? Fedor?
Fedor.
You did not tell us the story.
I did. You must not have been at that press conference.
Really? Does anyone remember that story?
I haven't heard. You tweeted about Brock versus Fedor, but that was not it.
Yeah, we were right there.
When was that?
When I was talking about doing that big Dallas, Texas stadium show, it was going to be Brock Lesnar versus
Fedor?
Mm-hmm.
After Brock retired? After the Overeem fight?
No.
It was July probably last year.
Remember when I met with him and said it didn't go well?
Sure.
It actually went well.
So you didn't tell us.
It went well, and then Fedor's dad, he wanted to fight Fedor.
The Brock meeting went well that you said didn't go well?
Mm-hmm.
And then Fedor's dad died, and what?
And then Fedor was done. He said, I'm done. I want to spend the rest of my life with my family. And
did you meet with him face to face?
Lorenzo did.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you had come to terms with everything?
Yeah, we were negotiating for months.
My mind has been blown.
Wow, you stumped Ariel.
And then after his dad died, and he said, that's it, I'm done, or whatever, and then Brock said, I'm done too.
So why did you say the meeting went poorly with Brock?
Because I don't have to tell you guys everything. You know what I mean? Because then you guys start fucking fishing around looking for shit, and shit that I don't need you fishing for at that time.
Would it have been a co-promotion with M1?
No.
Can we expect more Russian fighters signing in the near future with the UFC?
I mean, we're always looking for the best guys, no matter where they're from. Every country.
But just going back to Fedor for a second, that he said no, obviously when his father passed away, if you go to Russia and say November, he has some time, you go back to that well if he was...
From what I understand, he has absolutely, positively made the decision not to fight ever again. From what I understand.
But would you go to the well?
Anything's possible.
Right.
I don't know. The guy decides. When a guy says he wants to retire, you're never going to see me chasing a guy that says he wants to retire. If you want to retire, you should retire.
But at that point, he had lost like 3 in a row in Strikeforce. Why were you even interested in him?
We were going to do the Fedor-Brock fight.
Was Brock training for a comeback, and that's why he opted not to as well?
Yeah, Brock came down. We met. He came to that event. We went to dinner that night, and he went back home. We were negotiating the Fedor thing, and I think when he heard the Fedor was done, he said, I'm done too.
You'd rather stick to the WWF, or?
Yeah, he's done. He's going to do a stint in WWE and then go away. He's got a big farm up in Canada and shit. He loves the farm, and he loves to be with his family and out in the middle of nowhere.
How's the New Jersey card shaking up? How you got John and Chael, but I haven't heard anything about any other particular.
Yeah, we haven't released anything else. We put that fight up, obviously, the ultimate fight of the coaches. We still got this fight this weekend. We got Ronda's fight. We got fights, so I'm not even talking about that stuff.
How are you guys feeling on Ronda's fight in terms of how it's going to do, how the fans are going to take to it?
Good. I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't. Meltzer wrote that stupid story that made no fucking sense whatsoever. Basically saying, you know, oh, Ronda, they only sold $750,000 worth of tickets. But later on in the story it says, which is ahead of what they sold last time they were here. But can Ronda sell tickets? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That makes no sense. Not to mention the fact that we're not even promoting that fight yet.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to get through next weekend, and
Yeah,
the
exactly.
promotion machine is going to really kick in high gear.
Make absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's just like just a way to write a story about Ronda and make it seem negative, yet it was positive.
Will there be like a countdown show for that fight?
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
All the big stuff that you guys
Yep.
normally do.
Yeah.
Is Ronda the main reason you brought female fighters in? I don't know if it was asked already.
That answer is yes.
Any other women lined up for the division outside of just Ronda?
Yeah. No, these guys got it all worked out and dialed in, and you know, we'll see how this thing goes. I think it's going to be. I'll tell you what. As this thing starts to get closer, you guys will start to see the UFC being talked about and stories being done in places that have never been done ever before in the 13-year history that we've owned this company. Ronda will be in places that have never, ever been done for MMA before. So to me, that's already a success.
Is Cyborg going to be there for Ronda's fight?
I doubt it. It just, you know, we were talking about this yesterday. It doesn't sound like Cyborg wants to fight her at all. She wants nothing to do with Ronda. So.
Just too hard of a weight cut for her then, or?
Whatever the reason is, she doesn't want to fight her.
Are you guys waiting to announce other women's fights until after the Rousey fight? Get that through, make sure people react to it well, and then start rolling out who's going to be in the division?
Yeah. What we're doing, we're actually sending down we're doing a round table with a bunch of media with all the girls that are in that division. Girls that are up and coming in that division.
Next week or when?
No, it's after the fight next week.
After the fight. Okay.
Yep. Trust me, we got plans. We're you know, it's just it's funny that people still fucking doubt us. It's like, oh, they're putting Ronda out. This is stupid. This thing's gonna be a fucking disaster. This thing's gonna flop. The Fox deal's tanking. Fox is pulling terrible numbers. This is never gonna work. It's like every. Huh?
I've heard that one quite a bit.
Yeah, and like just like we were just saying a minute ago. Holy shit. FX is not gonna do anymore. Yeah, I know. And I've known this for over a year. It's like everybody has these opinions on what's going on when they have no fucking clue what's really going on and what's being done behind the scenes and how this thing is being built and what's happening. You know, listen, I've been through a lot of shit in the last 13 years with this sport and with this company and everything. And I'm telling you guys again, for the millionth time, I've never been in business with guys like these guys. They're fucking smart. They are badass, and I love being in business with these guys. Believe me, this thing is. Psh.
Are you hearing as much of the Rousey fight is going to be a flop? Is that what you said? That people are kind of saying that?
Yeah, the media.
I haven't heard that as much.
Media was saying that. The fans were all saying, "Oh, the girls are going to headline. It's going to be the biggest pay-per-view disaster ever." Yada yada yada.
I guess my thought would have been that you guys would be predicting the opposite of that. That it could be more of a massive success pay-per-view wise.
Well, I honestly, I don't know what it's going to do. On pay-per-view, who knows what it's going to do, you know? But I can tell you this, it's a great card.
And like
it's
you
a
were
great
saying,
card. Take away who's fighting in what fucking order. If you're pissed off and you don't like women fighting, then don't watch the last fucking fight. The rest of the card has a bunch of great fights on it.
It almost seems like that old Howard Stern analogy. People listen to him because they love him, and then the people that hate him listen to him anyways because they want to hear what he's going to say.
Right.
Do you feel like maybe even the people that don't want to see it are going to watch it because they want to be able to bitch about it more later?
I've seen Ronda fight. I've been to a Ronda fight. It's pretty damn exciting. So, if you're a fight fan, if you're really a fight fan, you're probably going to watch. If you're a jackass who just likes to talk on the internet or write stupid stories, then you're going to do that too. What are you going to do? You know? Done with me? Yeah? All right, you guys. Thanks a lot.
week.
Have a great night.
Dana,
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I appreciate it. Same here.